Fade's got the wild card this week. Okay. So I'm gonna let him roll it out and then I'll share.
All right, all right. So we ready? We rolling?
Go for it.
Is this thing on? All
Definitely is.
right, all right, all right. So what I want to bring up is drinking as a Chicano.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not gonna say drinking as everybody because everybody starts drinking at different ages. In my opinion,
Yeah.
every nationality, every
Yeah.
race, and like Italy, I heard it's like common for like 14-year-olds to drink wine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's super common. But I'm talking about Chicanos growing up in the United States, being first generation. Yeah, 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 yeah. Right.
Hmm.
So I started drinking at 10 years old, and I started drinking beer. I don't know. What'd you drink first?
The first thing that someone gave me was a beer, and it was my dad, guaranteed, because that just happens. And I don't even remember when he gave it to me because my dad's the person that if you take him a baby that's like 3 years old and he's drinking, to be like, "A ver, tráelo pa acá," and just give him a little sip and just watch the baby go, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like that's my pops, just very old school Mexican like that. He's not doing it to get the baby drunk, y'all. He wants the baby to experience beer so that they hate it, so they don't become alcoholics. I'll be telling people
Exactly.
that. I'll be telling people that. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they're gonna hate it now. No, but probably beer, to be honest with you. I remember when I graduated junior high, and that's the first time I remember like really like saying I got drunk. You know what I mean? Because there was a party at my house for me. Funny enough, I went away from the party inside the house, and they had all kinds of bottles, right? And they had bottles of tequila, and I remember grabbing a bottle of Don Julio and taking it inside when no one was looking, and just pounding that thing, and then falling asleep in the living room. You know what I mean, on the carpet, which was hella funny. They found me in the carpet asleep. You know what I mean, and on my graduation party. That's the like first memory I can think of. But you got to also think, I grew up in Mexico, so it's a little different. I grew up here and in Mexico, but in Mexico, you don't have, there's no age restriction for anything over there, to be 100% honest with you. People just drink and do all kinds of crazy shit since they're younger. But it also, I don't know a lot of people who are like alcoholics out there because they got it out of their system for them to become an alcoholic of any sort. So my experience with drinking is I did start pretty young as well. It was more like a traditional thing at a party. Even if you go to a party today, at my grandpa's house, we do big parties every year. We do like a anniversary, and then we do a family together. They put bars all around the ranch because it's I have like a 200-person family, you know what I mean? And they do little bars around the ranch, and you just go and get your drinks from the bars. You know what I mean? It's like there's have musica and the horses dancing and
Man,
everything. Oh, bro, you're
that
gonna have to
sounds
come
so
down one of
dope.
those days. You're gonna
I
have to come
can't wait.
down. Yeah, you're
Man,
gonna have to
hey,
come down
hey,
to one of those.
you know how I was planning my trip to Cali this
Come
year?
on, yeah.
We ended up deciding going to Florida. Not me. Acá.
You know,
Eh?
Florida right now is hot. Now, I'm not gonna get into it, but they
It
say the
won't be
Florida is the East version of California, the
it
the
won't be
99-cent version. No, I'm
it
messing
won't
with you.
be it won't be
No
till the
disrespect.
it won't be till December anyways. But anyways,
Whatever.
all right. So and I started drinking super young. All right, and it started with it was like an evolution, dog, of out of beers or alcohol that I
Mhm.
drank throughout that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I remember my first beer was Red Dog. Do you remember Red Dog?
Oh, I remember Red Dogs. I remember.
Is it
Yeah.
even a thing? Is it still a
Yeah.
thing?
It's I don't know if it is anymore, but I know exactly what you mean. That was some
That
cheap
was
back in the day shit. I know exactly
that
what
was
you
my
mean.
first freaking beer, dog.
Yeah.
I
Bro, I
drank
remember
Red Dog.
drinking OEs. Ugh, yeah.
Okay, so no, so then I started with Red Dog. Y luego de ahí I went to OE, way.
Mm-hmm.
OE was my shit. That was
That
my
shit's so gross now. Have you tried one
it's
lately?
no,
You
I
still
still
drink them? They taste like water
no
with alcohol, bro.
uh
I can't. I can't. No, you good. Go for it. I'm
and
sorry.
then
I'm interrupting you.
okay, no, that's what this is called. It's called a conversation. Therefore, your response and my response,
You
that's
know,
how it works.
OE reminds me of just being hella hood back in the day and doing crazy shit, and like it's cheap beer. You know what I mean? That's what it
And that's what
reminds me
we
of.
are. That's what
Yeah.
we are. Hey, don't
Yeah.
don't ever try to be anything that you ain't, dog.
No,
I would
guaranteed.
ne-
Oh,
even
I'm
though
hella
in my
proud of my
position, Yeah,
my
even
days.
if I'm in a position of power or of authority,
Yeah,
I don't ever neglect my hood side. You know, I'm still hood.
that's part
Like
of it. That's the
I
reason.
wear a I wear pink polos now, dog. As you know what I'm saying?
This dude.
Because I'm in the office, and then I went straight from work and I went straight to a baseball game to my son's, and there was some vatos in the background talking stuff about
Yeah,
my son when he was pitching.
yeah,
I told them I was like, don't let this pink polo fool you. You know what I'm saying? I'm still what I am.
yeah. I'll
You
still
know,
beat your
you know.
ass.
Oh, that's neither here nor there. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say that.
So
I'm
you
just
went
saying.
from OE. Would you go to
Okay,
next?
so Mickey's, the
Okay.
Mickey's grenades.
I remember those too. God.
Mickey's grenades.
Mm-hmm.
So in my brain, I don't remember everything in my life. It's always like there's skips. It like skips.
Yeah.
Is yours the
Some
same way?
dark spot. No, I actually, believe it or not, I have an amazing memory from back in the day. Not from 5 minutes ago, but from back in the day.
Hmm.
It's creepy. Sometimes I remember shit from when I was a little kid, and my dad's like, my mom and my dad are like, how do you remember that shit? Like you're a baby.
See,
And I'm like, I don't know. I just remember.
not not me. I
I had
don't
a lot of
remember, but
crazy experiences in my life consistently for me not to remember them. I guess that's the best way of putting it. I went through some shit in my life. And like because of all that consistently happening in my life, I feel like they're almost like bookmarks. You know what I mean? Like
mhm,
you saw some
okay.
crazy shit here. You did some crazy shit here. This happened to you here. So it's like bookmarks that make me remember everything. That's the best way I can explain it.
All
Unfortunately.
right. So I went, man, them grenades, dog. So I don't know why, but grenades remind me of Burger King. I don't know why.
What?
Like I don't know. I can't explain. Burger King,
I
burgers
would
with
think it reminds
Valentina.
you of McDonald's versus Mickey's.
No, I when I think like almost simultaneously, those things are the same in my brain,
You
dog.
know
Like
what's
when I think of
trippy? Right now that you're saying that, OEs remind me of Jack in the Box. Here's the reason why, though.
there,
I have
there
a
you
very
go, there
specific
you go,
reason. We used to get messed up, and then because Jack was open all night back in the day, I don't know
all
if it still
night. Yeah,
is.
yeah.
So we'd
It
go to
still is
Jack
there.
and eat curly fries and sourdough jacks at 2 in the morning, messed up. You know what I mean? Because it was just a
Yeah, yeah.
spot when I was a kid. If you wanted a burger at 2 in the morning and and like the cops, you don't want them to see you, you just go to a Jack. That's what it. So I feel
Yeah.
you. I know what you're talking about. Okay, maybe that was a
All
spot
right.
for you, but your spot was Burger King. That's funny.
And then
So
and then
yeah.
around that same era, as around the same time was Mad Dog 2020.
Oh damn.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So let me
That
ask you
was
this: today and age, what is your go-to beer that you like prefer? You will take to if you show up to a party. What do they see you?
ha-
Coors Light.
hashtag sponsor.
This man went
Hashtag
from
sponsor.
drinking OE to Coors Light. Nothing against Coors Light. I like Coors Light. Believe it or
Coors
not.
Light, please sponsor us, please.
Right. So that's pretty crazy. What about liquor? Do you prefer tequila versus cognac? Cognac versus tequila? What
I'm
is your
whiskey.
preference? You're a
I'm whiskey
whiskey
now.
guy.
Yeah.
Okay. What
I
specific
stopped.
type of whiskey?
It's called Basil Hayden's.
Never tried it. I'm gonna have to
It's
look that up.
smooth.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
I see the way I drink my whiskey is I pour whiskey and then I put ice in it and then a little bit of water.
Okay. Do you
So
do
I just
mineral
drink it
water
like
or just water?
water.
Have you ever
How
tried
about
mineral water?
natural? I love mineral water. And in Mexico,
Try
that's
it.
all I used to ever drink was mineral
Try
water.
it. Put a little mineral
But
water in there. It changes things up a little bit. Makes it a little bubbly. I like it. I like
yeah,
little mineral water when I drink
yeah,
liquor
I
like that.
fucks with mineral water
Yeah.
too.
Okay, question for
But
you. Do you drink Coronas?
Corona, yeah, no way.
Thank you. Okay,
Okay,
so when you did,
so
was it
hold on.
familiares though?
Oh yeah. Oh no,
Okay,
I still drink familiares. Like
okay.
every now and then. Like
But
I
like
have a
yellow piss Coronas, do you drink those?
no,
Thank
no,
you,
no,
sir. I
no.
appreciate you, and the
You
rest of
you
the
want to know
Mexican
what?
community does too.
You know why?
Why?
Because they so okay. I have a theory, dog.
Hmm.
Coronas used to be 5% alcohol per
Yeah, most
volume.
yeah most beers.
Yeah, normally, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they dropped to 4% alcohol
Oh,
per
they've been,
volume.
but that's not just them, bro. A lot of beer companies
And
been doing that.
all Mexicans,
Yeah,
all Mexican beers did that.
yeah. Four to
So
four
I
point
start,
two.
yeah, 4.0, 4.2.
Come on.
So when you're in Mexico and you're trying to get drunk, like you're trying to drink,
Mhm.
you you end up spending all of your money porque no te empedas, way.
But in Mexico, because in Mexico they don't have 4.2.
No, yes they do.
Oh,
All of it is
okay.
four.
So here's the deal. This is the trick. I'm gonna show you the trick. Okay, Corona, the yellow ones, they're not from Mexico. They do make them and sell them there. But when you go to Mexico and you buy Corona, like in
You get
town,
barrelitos, you
you
get
can either
barrelitos.
get barrilitos or the familiar that you know. We don't call those familiares. Like a regular size one, like not a 32 ounce, but a regular one. They're just called Coronas. That's what we drink where I'm from. But they're dark. They're
Yeah,
not
but
called familiares.
I I,
They're just
I
dark. They're
promise I
4.8s.
no, they're not.
I can guarantee you
No,
because my pops bring some sometimes. They're 4.8s. If you're
they're
getting them in
4.8.
this, if you're getting them in the city and the bottle says
Oh,
familiar on it, you're just buying American beer, which is a thing. Think about it like that. They take it from here, they take it from there, bring it over here. Not all of it makes it over here. They distribute it in Mexico. They sell it in tourist places. If you're going to Mexico to a tourist place, don't expect to get real Mexican beer, first of all.
no, no, no.
Also, if you ever ask for a Corona in Mexico and you expect them to bring that yellow bottle, that clear bottle, they're gonna laugh
Yeah,
in your
yeah.
face because that's not Corona. I don't like them. I
No,
think they taste like skunk piss, full honestly.
they
And
do.
I'm
They taste like skunk piss. You
yeah,
know they
they're
do.
gross, bro. I'll take a Modelo over a Corona all day long because the more
And okay, so you know why they taste skunky to us is because of the clear bottle. You can never have it in the clear bottle because with the clear bottle, the sun hits it, and then that's what turns it skunky, carnal.
yeah, that's gross, bro. I can't. I can't do the Coronas to be honest with you. I am a simple man. I'm that person that will try any type of beer that you share with me. I'll try it. I'll try an IPA. I don't like them, but I'll try it just because I know it's special to
I
certain
love
people. I
I
can't.
love
It makes
IPAs
my
now.
makes my stomach hurt, to be honest with you. But I'm just not a fan of them. I'll if I'm in my comfort zone, I'll grab a Modelo, not in a can, in a glass bottle. You know what I mean? That's my go-to. I'm comfortable there. If
No,
I'm
hey,
drinking,
what are you doing? What are you doing?
what do you mean?
Coors,
This guy. If
refreshing.
I'm at the river, at the lake, and the beach, I actually want to drink something
Coors.
like a Coors Light because
Like, oh,
it's kind of water.
it's because it's refreshing
It's because it's
and very
it's here's the deal
nutritional.
is beer has
This motherfucker.
alcohol. There's no way that beer is refreshing, just so everybody knows it dehydrates you regardless. It makes you sweat, makes you warm. But if you were gonna pick one that says it's refreshing, I'd probably pick Coors Light. Now,
There you go. Coors
yeah,
sponsor
I
us.
used to be a tequila person, but then I had really a bad experience. Like I had a lot of really bad experiences when I was in my high school days in Mexico where we drank so much tequila that I'd wake up in the middle of the night and just yak it. And have you ever hot yacked it? You know what I mean? That shit's wrong, bro. Tequila,
Hey,
if you
but
puke,
no,
oh,
but there's three different tequilas though. También, you know that, right? Like yeah,
yes,
tequila blanco. That means
añejo
that
and
it came
reposado.
straight out.
Yeah,
It came straight out.
yeah.
White tequila,
I don't
which
drink,
everybody
full
thinks
honesty.
white patron is the shit. Man, that's
But
whack, fool.
Patron ain't even tequila. Please don't even bring that one into the conversation.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hate
Don't even.
Patron.
I
That
hate that.
shit's wrong.
Ah, man,
That shit is
that's
wrong.
not even. Everybody thinks that no,
Mm-mm.
patron ain't shit.
It ain't nothing. That's a
Excuse
cheap
my
ass
language.
tequila put into a cute bottle with a cool name for
Yeah,
everybody to say.
yeah.
Patron.
So every patron, so everybody
Yeah.
pays a lot of money.
Yeah.
All right, and then it goes añejo.
Yes.
Oh no, it goes reposado,
Mhm.
which means that it's sitting in the
It's
barrel for a
chilling.
minute.
It's been chilling for a
It's
little bit.
chilling in the
And then it
barrel,
goes añejo.
and then añejo, that means it's been
Yes.
years in the bottle.
Yep. So I
Añejo, that's what
only
this is.
drink reposado or añejo. I prefer añejo tequila. The reality is my favorite tequila of all time. It's
Cazadores.
no, I'm not a Casales person. I would have to be in between regular Don Julio. 1942 is cool, but it's like I'm over everybody talking about it, so I'm not even gonna mention it. I do like it, but I'm not just regular Don Julio or Tres Generaciones. Salsa Tres Generaciones.
Oh,
That's a
tres
good one right there.
generaciones.
That's a good one right there.
Yes,
But
yes.
I'm
I'll
not a
give.
tequila person. I am a
But I
cognac person. And
really, which one?
this is where
Hennessy.
the this is where the hood
Hennes-
comes out of me. Okay. So this is where the hood comes out of me because this is from back in the day. We used to say it when we used to rap back in the day. It used to be a thing. It used to be on a lot of rap songs. And because of it, it was stuck in my head. And then when I got to try it, I'm like, this is actually good. So I was happy. So I still drink it till today. Cavassier. Have you ever tried Cavassier? In Spanish,
Yeah,
we know it as Courvoisier, but it's Cavassier. That shit's good to me, bro. And you know what I do?
really.
Yeah, I put a lot of ice in a cup. I put half of it Cavassier. I put mineral water, and I put a dab, like a little tiny dab of cider in it, or cider soda on top of that. Try that one day. It's delicious.
We used to try that shit, and Cavassier was like $40 a
Yeah,
bottle,
yeah.
and Ark and Jerk E&J that
Mhm.
was like $12 a bottle.
Yeah.
So we used to just go with the Ark and Jerk.
See, but it's crazy. Is Cavassier is not that even that expensive because like Remy Martin, a lot of people know it as champagne cognac, right? So Remy Martin, people drink it. It's probably like 40, $50. Cavassier is probably like 25 to $28. I prefer Cavassier to be 100% honest with you. All right, last question before I like we go into the ending of this. Do you like Bocanas?
Bucanas,
Bucanas,
yes.
yeah, that shit. Do you like Bucanas?
I fucks with Bucana. That's whiskey.
Yes.
Simon.
I
I
see.
I love
I'm okay with
I
you
like
saying that
whiskey.
because you like whiskey. If you didn't like whiskey, I would judge you. I don't
I
like
told you that
Buchanan's.
whiskey is my favorite drink now.
That makes sense. That
E-
makes complete
Even
sense.
e- even over tequila, which
I can't drink tequila
Casa,
anymore. It's okay.
Cazadores was my favorite.
Yeah.
Like, if you ever look at my YouTube videos, you see a bottle of Cazadores
Hmm.
next to my barber station.
Simon.
Is because when I would do shit, I would even in working out, wait, I'd be like, I'm about to go hit these weights. Da 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 da. I go hit the weights,
Let me
and then I go
dehydrate
take,
myself.
yeah, I go take 2 shots, go back to the weights.
That's funny. That's funny. But
But
I'm
the,
gonna respect that because you are a man of whiskey. And if you like whiskey, you're gonna like Bucanas. I cannot. I don't mind whiskey, but out of the whiskeys, Bucanas is the one I will not. I have had about four experiences drinking it. Each one of them is worse than the other. I get a hangover while I'm drinking it. I start feeling sick, like naturally,
base
just feeling sick. I'm just like, what
base
is this shit?
you gotta try Basil Hayden's. It's super smooth.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not super smooth. Don't get it twisted. Don't think you're gonna
But
drink
I don't
water.
think it's not the roughness of it. I just feel like there's something in it. Like like it's whiskey, but I have a feeling it's processed whiskey. Like they sped up the process of making it whiskey. And because of it,
Mhm.
there's something in it that just not doesn't sit well with me. I can't drink cheap shit. I'll tell you that right off the bat. I don't know if it's like a psyche thing, but every time I drink cheap tequila, cheap whiskey, cheap anything, it just it makes me sick. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
there's got to be a reason for it, right? When you buy some
yeah.
expensive shit, you know it's been there for a minute. It's been someone cradled that shit. So it's like
Hey,
it's gonna be
so
smoother.
so we're doing a job right now in Tennessee.
Simon.
I think, yeah, yeah. I think it's Tennessee or what's over there by Tennessee? Kentucky. Oh, Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Kentucky. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's Kentucky. We're doing a job in Kentucky, and that's where the Jack Daniels plant is,
Simon.
I
My
think.
brother's a big Jack Daniels fan. Yeah.
So Jack Daniels has shit. Jack Daniels makes other whiskeys that
See.
ain't Jack Dan. Oh,
Simon.
you knew that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until my foreman out there was like, "Hey, you want $300? I can bring you a bottle of this stuff."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "What's a bottle of what?" He's like, "This is some uncut whiskey. It's pure. It comes straight from the thing. But for $300, dog, you can
Yeah.
get a bottle of what that stuff is, dog.
Simon.
It has no name. It has no name to it, so I can't say,
That's
oh,
good.
it's blah blah blah. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
This is good shit.
It's it's
It's for
straightly Jack
people who
Daniels.
care about something like that. You know what I mean? I feel you. I feel you. You know,
Yeah.
I was babied into it. And this is my last story. When I came back to the States last time, I lived with the uncle. Super cool dude. Respect my man. He was like my dad for a while. I lived with him for like 6 months, maybe 8 months straight. And I had a job at one of the stores that he ran. He's a regional director for grocery stores. But because he's a regional director for a grocery store company, he has to buy pallets of liquor, like pallets of tequila,
Mm.
pallets of whiskey. And like companies want to sign contracts with him, right? So like, hey, if you sign this contract to like buy this many pallets of this, we'll give you a jet ski and these $500 bottles of tequila for you as a gift. You know what I mean? And you can give them amongst your corporate partners. So he'd always take one home. My man had a full bar at his house. He had a bar, bro, like a bar with a bar back and tables, like dope. And I remember living in there with him. I'm like, bro, this man got a full bar in here with expensive ass bottles. And every night when he got off of work, he'd be like, hey, Mijo, you want to crack a bottle of something? And I'm like, I feel bad, bro. Like I know all that shit's expensive. I was like 18, you know what I mean? And he's like, don't worry about it, whichever one you want. Actually, let me pick one. He picked like the most expensive shit and we drank it, bro. So for like 6-8 months, every other night at least, I drank some like $500 shit. You know what I mean? And I can
Damn,
tell you that there's a very big difference in
there's a huge
expensive
difference.
good
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
versus what you buy at the store all day long. And I know what you mean
Hey,
because there's a lot of non-branded stuff that he had that just didn't have a name.
yeah. So back in the day, fool, going back,
Mhm.
remember when we used to drink Carlos Rossi because of E40? E40 is
Yeah,
like
I
that,
remember that
and
shit.
that Carlos Rossi,
Yeah.
all that. Man, I that shit sounds like it's super expensive.
Yeah.
I,
That's
that Carlos,
Cavassier to me. It's like it's a
yeah,
$25 bottle. It just sounds good, bro. That's all it is. It sounds good with the rhymes. That's all it was. That's all it was. That's
that
funny.
Carlos Rossi, that was like $12
Yeah.
for a jug. Wait, you get a,
That's
you get
dope,
a
man.
whole jug. You
That's
remember that?
yeah. All
You
right.
used to
So
buy for you?
I'm gonna end this one with asking everybody out there, what's your favorite go-to drink if you like alcoholic drinks? If you don't, I don't
No,
judge.
no, no. I
We don't judge.
when did you start drinking?
Relax.
No, you don't want all that.
Nah,
I do. Look.
I don't want to force anybody into potential alcoholism because if you're at this age in your life and you have not drank alcohol, it's a bad move for you to start when you're older. I've seen that in people. If you start young for some reason, you just you might like it, you might not, but you don't do it every day, every minute. I've met a lot of people who don't drink all their life because they're pure at heart and they don't want to drink. And then one day they pick up a bottle and they're like 25 or 30 years old and then they don't let it go, bro. And I'm like, damn, I just ruined this person's life by giving them that drink.
Hmm, mhm.
It becomes a sad story. So if you're
So
gonna
with
drink,
that being
be
said,
careful.
let me know when you started drinking.
Yeah.
Let me know what your favorite drink is,
Yes.
and put it in the comments
Put it
when
in
you
the
got
comments.
the most tore up, like
Yeah.
something that,
I've showed
like,
up to my house and not known what happened. I've woken up in my
oh
bed and be like,
man,
how did I get here? Multiple times.
and I get, oh,
Sad and scary moments.
the truck is put. Oh my god, the truck is parked at
Sideways in front of your house.
this side. Yeah, dog. Oh my god,
No comment.
no comment, no
No
comment, no
comment.
comment.
But hey,
Hey,
thank
we're
you for
sponsored, right?
everybody. Thank you to everyone for coming through another week of podcast. I ain't gonna say when we're gonna come back again, but be on the lookout. We about to have some guests.
Oh, we about to
We-
have some heat.
We're about to have some heat. We appreciate everybody who's been on here. Stay active in the community. Tell your friends about the podcast. It is a barbering podcast, but we talk about all kinds of shit. It's just good times.
It's
Everybody needs good times.
Chicano check.
Chicano
Chicano
check.
check.
Chicano
Chicha.
check. Yeah, but
Hey,
with that being said, I'm gonna say thank you to you, FaZe, for jumping on here, even though you could have totally gave up at one point. You know what I mean? And I'll
oh,
catch you next
dude.
week, hopefully.
I was finna about to. I was finna about to.
Okay, fair enough. All right.